start to read with me. It's so much fun and you'll agree that it's easy when you start to read with me. Read along with the words I say. Keep on trying, then someday you'll be reading by yourself. You can do it. First you watch and listen, then get right to it and say the words with me. Don't forget, you can read along with these stories over and over again. Start to read with me. A whole wide world of wonder is waiting when you start to read with me. We're gonna have a good time. Ernie's Big Mess. Written by Sarah Roberts. Pictures by Joe Matthew. Ernie and Bert are best friends. They live together. Bert is neat. Ernie is messy. One day, Ernie was very messy. Bert got mad. "Ernie, come here," shouted Bert. "Look at the mess you have made."
"Okay, Bert,"
said Ernie.
"I am coming."
He jumped out of the tub. He splashed water all over the floor. He dripped water all over the rug. "Ernie," shouted Bert, "you are making a bigger mess."
"But Bert,"
Ernie said,
"you told me to look at the mess I made."
Now Bert was very angry. "I wish I lived here by myself," he shouted. Bert walked out and slammed the door. Ernie stopped smiling.
"Bert does not want me here anymore. I guess I will go away."
Ernie was sad. He got dressed. He packed a big bag.
"Come on, Rubber Ducky,"
said Ernie.
"We have to go."
Ernie closed the door.
"Goodbye, house,"
he said.
"I will miss you."
Ernie dragged his bag all the way to my nest. "Ernie, it is late," I said. "You should be in bed."
"I have no bed,"
Ernie said.
"Bert is mad at me. I must find a new home."
"You can stay with me," I said. "My nest is a nice place to sleep." Ernie got into my nest.
"Ouch,"
he said.
"This is not a nice place to sleep. It is full of sticks."
Ernie got out of my nest.
"Good night, Big Bird,"
he said. Then he went to Grover's house.
"Ernie, it is late. You should be in bed,"
said Grover.
"I have no bed,"
said Ernie.
"Bert is mad at me. I must find a new home."
"You can share my bed,"
said Grover. Ernie got into the bed.
"Do you like my soft bed?"
asked Grover.
"Well, it is soft,"
said Ernie. Then Ernie turned over. He fell onto the floor.
"This bed is too little,"
he said. Ernie left Grover's house with his big bag. He was very tired. Then he saw Oscar's can. Ernie banged on the top of Oscar's trash can.
"Oscar, are you asleep?"
he asked.
"I was asleep,"
said Oscar.
"Now I am awake."
Oscar the Grouch was mad.
"Oscar, I need a bed,"
said Ernie.
"I need a big soft bed."
"Soft beds are yucky,"
yelled Oscar. said Ernie.
Where can I sleep? I am so tired.
Ernie sat down. Soon he was asleep. Sesame Street was quiet. Everyone was sleeping. Everyone but Bert. He was looking for Ernie. He came to my nest. He woke me up. Have you seen Ernie? Asked Bert. He was here, I said, but he is not here now. Then Bert went to Grover's house. Have you seen Ernie? Bert asked Grover.
He was here,
Said Grover.
but he is not here now.
Bert was very sad. Ernie, he called. Where are you? Then he saw Ernie. Ernie, are you okay? Bert asked.
Sure, Bert.
Said Ernie.
I was just sleeping.
Come on home, old pal, Bert said. I am sorry I yelled at you. Ernie and Bert went home.
Gee, Bert,
Said Ernie.
it is good to be home.
He opened his big bag. All his toys fell out.
I am sorry, Bert.
Said Ernie.
I made a mess again.
That is okay, said Bert. We will clean it up in the morning. Ernie and Bert got ready for bed. I am glad you are home, said Bert.
Me too.
Said Ernie.
Good night, Bert.
Good night, Ernie. Nobody Cares About Me. Written by Sarah Roberts. Pictures by Joe Matthew. I was looking for someone to play with. Then I saw Bert. Here comes Bert. I bet he will play with me, I said. Hi, Bert. Let's play catch. Bert kept on walking. Not today, he said. Ernie is waiting for me. I was surprised. Oh, I said. Just then, Grover ran out of his house. He had a shiny new truck. Hi, Grover, I said. That's a nice truck. Let's play with it. Grover kept on running.
I am sorry, Big Bird, but I am giving it to Ernie,
said Grover. I was sad. Oh, I said. Then I saw Cookie Monster. He had a big box of cookies. Hi, Cookie. Want to play? Cookie shook his head.
Me bring Ernie cookie?
Said Cookie. I was mad. Nuts, I said.
No nuts,
Said Cookie Monster.
cookies.
I sat on the steps. I felt terrible. Nobody cares about me. Just Ernie, Ernie, Ernie. Just then, Betty Lou came by. Why are you so mad? She asked. Nobody will play with me. Everybody wants to play with Ernie. Oh, didn't you know? Ernie is sick, said Betty Lou. I was surprised. Oh, I said. Well, I am sorry that Ernie is sick, but I bet he is having fun. Betty Lou took my hand. "You are silly. It is not fun to be sick," she said. "Come on, let's visit him." "Okay," I said. Ernie was in bed. Bert was trying to feed Ernie some soup. "How do you feel?" I asked.
Terrible, said Ernie. I have a bad achoo!
"You have a bad cold," said Betty Lou.
I know,
said Ernie. He blew his nose. "Gee, Ernie," I said, "Bert made you some good soup. Grover gave you a new truck. Even Cookie Monster was nice to you. You are so lucky to be sick." Ernie blew his nose.
lucky,
Said Ernie.
I feel awful. I feel too sick to play. Being sick is no fun.
But I was not so sure. Later that day, I sat in my nest. Nobody cares about me because I am not sick. And then I got an idea. I will pretend to be sick. Just then, Little Bird came by to visit me. "Oh, I am so sick," I said. "That is too bad," said Little Bird. "I will try to make you feel better." I smiled. Little Bird got busy. He gave me a hot water bottle. He swept out my nest. He told me a bedtime story. Then he said, "Go to sleep. I will stay with you." I sighed happily. The next morning, Ernie came to my nest.
Wake up, Big Bird. I am all better,
He said.
Do you want to play?
He called. I opened my eyes slowly. "I am sorry, Ernie," Little Bird said. "Big Bird is sick. He can't play today." I jumped out of my nest. "I am not achoo, sick," I said.
You sound sick. How do you feel?
Asked Ernie. "Sort of hot and cold and funny in the tummy," I said.
Get into your nest.
Said Ernie.
I will get the doctor.
Soon I felt really sick. I was glad to see Dr. Getwell. He felt my tummy. He listened to my heart. He looked in my mouth. "You have a cold," he said. "I know," I said. "The doctor told me to drink lots of juice. He told me to get lots of rest." "Get well," said Dr. Getwell. Lots of my friends came to visit me. Bert made me a bowl of soup. Grover gave me a yo-yo. Cookie gave me cookies. "Gee, thanks," I said, "but I feel too sick to eat or play." I slept a lot that day. That night, I said, Ernie was right. Being sick is no fun. I feel terrible. I sneezed. "You will feel better soon," said Little Bird. Little Bird was right. In a few days, I felt fine. I ran to the park. "I am all better. Isn't that great?" I said to my friends. "It sure is," they said. "It is no fun to be sick." You can say that again, I said. And they all said it again. My Doll is Lost. Written by Dan Elliott. Pictures by Joe Matthew. Harry liked to skip. One day, he skipped down Sesame Street. He skipped right into the mailman. Letters went flying. So did the mailman. Harry Monster helped the mailman get up. Then he helped him pick up the letters.
Look,
Said Harry.
a letter for me.
Harry dropped his bag and read the letter. The letter said, "Come to a party today. Remember to bring your favorite doll. Love from Ernie and Bert."
I love parties.
Harry sang. He skipped all the way to Betty Lou's house. She had a letter, too.
Are you going to the party?
He asked. "Oh, yes," she said. "And I am taking my beautiful doll." Harry Monster smiled. He said,
I am taking my beautiful doll, too.
but then Harry stopped smiling.
Where is my doll?
He cried.
I had my doll in a bag. I put it down on a pile of leaves. It was near the post office.
"Let's go find it," Betty Lou said. They ran all the way to the post office. But the pile of leaves was not there.
Someone has raked up the leaves. My doll is lost.
Cried Harry. "Don't cry," said Betty Lou. "I will help you find your doll. What does it look like?" Harry thought about his doll.
My doll is very beautiful.
He said. "So is my doll," said Betty Lou. "Your doll must look like mine." And she ran off to look for a beautiful doll. Just then, Grover came along.
My doll is lost.
Yelled Harry.
What does your doll look like?
Asked Grover. Harry thought about his doll.
He is soft and fuzzy.
Said Harry.
My doll is soft and fuzzy too. Do not be sad. I, Grover the Finder, will find your doll.
And Grover ran off. Harry started to walk down the street. Cookie Monster saw him.
Harry,
Yelled Cookie.
you look so sad. My doll is lost,
Said Harry.
and he is so sweet. Mine too.
Said Cookie. He gave Harry a cookie.
Cookie make you happy.
He said. Harry nibbled at the cookie. He did not watch where he was walking. He walked right into me. "Harry, what's wrong?" I said. Harry told me about his doll. Then he cried,
I want to go to the party, but I cannot go without my doll.
"Poor Harry," I said. "What does your doll look like?" I asked. Harry thought about his doll.
He is cuddly and he is very cute.
"Gee," I said, Your doll sounds just like mine. I will look for it. It will be easy to find." Then I went to look for Harry's doll. Harry sat down by a trash can.
I am happy my friends want to help, but I still feel awful. Where is my doll?
He yelled out loud. Oscar the Grouch popped up. "No yelling allowed," yelled Oscar. Harry began to cry.
I lost my doll. It was thrown away with the trash.
He cried. Oscar's eyes lit up. "What does your doll look like?"
It is beautiful.
Harry said. Said Oscar. "I found a doll in the trash. It is beautiful. Maybe it is your doll." Oscar went down into his can. Soon, Oscar popped up. He had a doll with a torn dress. One arm was gone. "Is this your doll?" asked Oscar.
No.
Wailed Harry. "I did find another doll," said Oscar, "but it is not beautiful." Harry stopped crying.
Let me see it.
He said. Oscar hunted in his can. He pulled out a doll.
My doll!
Yelled Harry happily.
My beautiful, soft, fuzzy, sweet, cuddly doll.
Yuck, said Oscar.
Oh, Oscar,
said Harry.
how can I thank you?
Just go away, said Oscar. Harry ran all the way to Ernie and Bert's. The party had started, and everyone was there. So were their dolls. Betty Lou had a beautiful rag doll. Grover had a soft, fuzzy doll. Cookie had a sweet gingerbread man. I had my cuddly bird doll. And Harry had his doll. His beautiful, fuzzy, sweet, cuddly doll.
I found my doll.
Harry shouted.
Isn't he wonderful?
Everyone was surprised. Harry's doll did not look like their dolls.
Gee, Harry,
Said Ernie.
your doll is wonderful. He looks just like you.